photographs. Here's some more interesting photographs. These were taken here in Gifford-Pinchot National Forest. You can actually see Silver Star peaks from here, probably on a nice day. Randy Chase, a good friend of mine, who I invited tonight. I haven't seen Randy, I don't think he's here. But he kind of got these photographs and didn't know what they were. He got them about midway through November in 2007 or something. I can't remember off the top of my head. I only have so much RAM, and you know, I kind of forget stuff easily. That's why I write things down. But he was up on top of Silver Star. He's one of those guys that loves to hike no matter the weather. He went up there in winter, got on one peak, and if you've been on the top of Silver Star, it's a double peak mountain. And the other peak is about 130 yards away or so. And he saw some dudes sitting up there in the snow. He goes, that's weird. I've never been up here in the winter and saw anybody else. So he kind of looked and he goes, oh, that's weird enough. I'm going to take a picture of that dude. So he takes two pictures. Takes that one and that one. Actually, he takes that one, I think. And then he turns and takes some pictures of the Columbia River, because it's a beautiful view from up there. Then he turns back around and he noticed that the figure stood up. And he goes, that's a really weird looking hiker, because it's all in one color and it looks bigger than I would expect him to be. And then the thing started moving down the hill. Well, Randy didn't think much else of it until Thanksgiving that year when he was hanging out with his family. And he goes, look at these weird photographs I got. Where's my trip to Silver Star? Oh, look, there's this dude up there. And his family's going, that doesn't look like a dude. And he goes, yeah, it didn't look like a dude to me either, but what else could it be? And one of his guys, one of his kids or something said, could it be a Bigfoot? Maybe. And he started looking at it. And I eventually met Randy, and I've been to the site a couple times with Randy. And I've done a lot of work on these photographs. Here's some of the things that I see in these photographs. First of all, a very pointed head. I guess that could be explained by a beanie of some sort. Although I don't see any face. I don't see skin color is the thing. And we did go up there for the first season of the show. We put Bobo in that same position, and I've been there several other times myself, and put other people in that same position. And in every case, you can see that they're wearing clothing. You can see that the shirts are different colors than their skin, which are different colors than their pants. You can see belts. In fact, when Bobo was there, I could see the logo on his jacket. I couldn't read it, and I can't even read these things from here, but I could see it. I don't see any indication of that here. However, I do see what could be either breast or pectoral muscles, with the sun shining directly down on top of it right there. I also see a very low chin and a flat face that very much matches the Patterson-Gimlin film subject. When the thing stands up, it kind of becomes a little amorphous, but when it turns away, you see some interesting features once again. You see that it seems to be very thick from front to back. I guess that could be, well, Renee tried to explain it away by saying it was somebody in their winter gear. Maybe she's right. Crazy. Oh, yeah, duh. But she's a good person, and she's occasionally right. Not very often. Not often. So anyway, the arms don't hang down too low, not as low as I would expect, but what really grabbed me, and please don't judge me for this, but what is the butt? And don't call me a butt grabber. But what's going on here is that this thing seems to have a really large butt, and the reason that's important is because your butt muscles are the muscles that you use for two things: keeping yourself standing upright and walking bipedally. That's why gorillas don't have big butts. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. But nonetheless, this thing here seems to have kind of a large gluteal muscle here, which might be indicative of it being a Bigfoot of some sort. And just for fun, I compared the proportions of the body to the Patterson-Gimlin film subject at more or less the same angle. And sure enough, spot on. The shoulder height, the top of the head's more or less right there, top of the butt, the bottom of the butt, the distance that the arms are hanging down on both sides. I just wish I could see more of the figure. And of course, it descended the hillside, the steep side of the hill that's too dangerous to walk up in the winter. So, I kind of think it's Bigfoot. I could be wrong, I guess. The reality of Sasquatch does not depend on this one photograph.